Hey there, and welcome. Today, we are going to crack the code on sentences. Seriously, think about it. Every sentence is like a little team working together. And to really get how they work, you've got to know the players. So let's just dive right in.
You've been there, right? You're reading something, and you see this long, complicated sentence, and you're just like, how? How does that even work? Well, I promise you, it's not magic. It's actually a system. And by the end of this, you're going to see exactly how it all fits together.
So, here's the big idea for today. It's really simple. A sentence is just a team of words. And to understand the game, you got to meet the players. And on this team, well, the most important players have a special name. And that's our key word for the day, clauses. A clause is really just a group of words with two things, a subject, that's our player, and a verb, which is the action that player is doing. Simple as that. Every single complete idea is built from these basic pieces.
Okay, first up, let's meet the star player, the captain of the team, the heavy hitter. We're going to call him Indy.
So Indy here is the absolute backbone of a sentence. He is strong, he is confident, and he does not need any help to make sense. He's a complete thought all by himself. And just to make him super easy to spot, we're going to color code all of Indy's parts in green, because green means go. And here's Indy's official fancy title, an independent clause. But honestly, the name says it all, right? It's independent. It's got a subject, it's got a verb, and, this is the most important part, it can be its own sentence. It never leaves you hanging. So if we were looking at Indy's player stats, this is what we'd see. He's got a subject, check. He's got a verb, check. He expresses a complete thought, and he can be a full sentence all by himself. He is the real deal, the MVP. The complete package. All right, let's look at a super simple example. She likes playing badminton. Our subject, she. The verb, the action, likes. Does it make sense on its own? Totally. The thought is complete. This little sentence is a pure Indy clause, and it is perfectly happy all by itself. But, Indy isn't the only player on the field. Of course not. Every star needs a solid supporting cast. So, it's time to meet Dee. Now, Dee is a fantastic player. She's got a ton of potential, but she just can't hold the field by herself. See, she's got a subject and a verb, but something's just missing. She really needs her teammate Indy to feel complete. We're going to color code Dee's parts in yellow, because she always makes you pause and wait for more info. And here's her official title, a dependent clause. And just like Indy's name, hers tells you everything. She depends on an independent clause to make sense. If you leave her all by yourself, she's basically a cliffhanger. So check out Dee's stats. She's got a subject, she's got a verb, just like Indy. But here is the massive difference. She does not express a complete thought. She always leaves you asking, okay, and then what happened? So you might be wondering, if Dee can't stand on her own, how does she even get in the game? Well, she's got a special way to connect with our star player, Indy. She uses these little things we can call connector words. These are words like because, or after, who, or which. Think of them like little signal flags. When you see one of these words at the beginning of a clause, it's a huge clue that you've just found a Dee. Now, these connectors have some official, kind of fancy names, relative pronouns and subordinating conjunctions. But really, just think of them as Dee's toolkit for joining the team. Spotting one of these is for sure the easiest way to identify a dependent clause out in the wild. Okay, we've met the players, we know their stats. Now for the really fun part. Let's see how they team up to build different kinds of awesome sentences. We're going to look at 3 classic plays. First, you've got the simple solo run by Indy. Then, a powerful team of 2 Indies working together. And finally, the most common formation of all, the classic Indy and Dee team-up. First up, the simplest play in the book, a single, powerful Indy clause. She looked for a porter. That's it. It's a complete sentence. It's strong, it's simple, all green, ready to go. Next, let's put 2 star players on the field. She likes playing badminton, that's our first Indy. She can practice only at weekends, that's our second Indy. And they're joined by a simple connector word, like but. See that? 2 complete thoughts, making one powerful sentence. And here it is, the classic team-up. Notice how that yellow Dee clause comes first, after she completes her schoolwork. You feel that? It leaves you hanging, waiting, and then boom,
Indy comes in to complete the thought. She plays badminton. Perfect teamwork.
And this team-up works in reverse, too. We can start with a green ND clause, she looked for a porter. That's a complete thought, right? But then we can add a yellow D clause to give us more detail, who would help her carry her luggage. This is how you add all that extra richness to your sentences.
Okay, I know that was a lot, so let's do a super quick recap. A final side-by-side huddle to really lock in the difference between our two main players, Indy and D.
And here it is, plain and simple. Indy is a complete thought, D is an incomplete thought. Indy can be his own sentence, D absolutely needs an Indy to be complete. Indy is the star player who stands alone, D is the amazing, helpful sidekick who leans on her teammate. If you get this one difference, you get the whole game.
Look, grammar isn't just about a bunch of boring rules. It's about having building blocks. And now that you really know the key players, Indy and D, you have the power to not just understand sentences, but to build your own stronger, cooler, more interesting ones. So what are you waiting for? Go build something awesome.